Egypt received the first of two French Mistral helicopter carriers on Thursday as part of a deal signed last year. Heading a military delegation, Defense Minister General Saad Sobhi attended the celebration with his French counterpart, Jean-Yves Le Drian, to mark the delivery of the French warship. During a meeting between the two ministers, which focused on bilateral relations and developments in the Middle East, Saadi handed Le Drian a message from President El-Sisi to French President François Hollande on strong Egyptian-French ties and continuing the bilateral cooperation. The details in the following report.
Received its first Mistral-class landing helicopter dock warship from France on Thursday. Defense Minister General Saad Sobhi, who was accompanied by a military delegation, attended a celebration with his French counterpart, Jean-Yves Le Drian, to mark the delivery of the Mistral. At the handover ceremony at Saint-Nazaire, Western France, Sobhi said Egypt had now advanced capabilities in confronting terrorism within its borders and on its shores. The minister noted that the deal would increase Egypt's combat capabilities and its ability to carry out long-term missions at sea, and it was awaiting on the arrival of the second in September. During the event, the Egyptian flag was raised on the carrier before it sails from Toulouse to Egypt. Navy Commander Osama Ravi said during the ceremony that he was honored to receive the first Mistral ever to serve in Egypt and the Middle East. He added that advanced military equipment such as the Mistral are key to defend Egypt given challenges currently facing MENA regions. Another Mistral helicopter named after late President Anwar al-Sadat will be delivered in September. The contract for the two Mistral carriers, which was finalized in September last year, was valued at 950 million euros. The deal took place after the two warships sale to Russia was cancelled last August. According to Egypt's army spokesman, the French-made Mistral will be the first helicopter carrier to join the Egyptian fleet. The spokesman described the step as a new addition to the weapon systems armament of the Egyptian armed forces that will bolster its abilities to face challenges and hostilities. The warship, which is known as the Swiss Army knife of the French Navy for its versatility, is headed toward Alexandria, where it is expected to arrive within weeks. Equipped with missile defense and radar navigation systems, the Mistral warship can store up to 16 helicopters and has enough landing pads for 6 helicopters. In April, Egypt signed with France separate deals worth about 2 billion euros or $2.26 billion during a visit by French President François Hollande to Cairo. The deals included a contract for a military telecommunications satellite expected to be built by France Airbus Space Systems at Thal Senia Space. Egypt last year acquired a French frigate as part of a 5.2 billion euro contract for 24 Rafale warplanes, France's first overseas export of the fighter jet. France now tops the list of countries which signed military supply agreements with Egypt. Cairo has sought to boost its military power in the face of terrorism and fears that the conflict in Libya could spill over.
And Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban wrapped up his 3-day official visit to Egypt on Thursday. Before his departure, Orban visited Al-Azhar, St. Mark's Coptic Cathedral, and the Hanging Church. During a meeting between Al-Azhar's Grand Imam Ahmed Al-Tayyib and the Hungarian Premier, Al-Tayyib underscored Al-Azhar's keenness on holding the cultural and scientific relations with Hungary. Al-Tayyib said Al-Azhar was ready to train Hungarian Islamic preachers. For his part, the Hungarian Prime Minister also hailed Al-Azhar's efforts in spreading a culture of dialogue and peace among societies. On Wednesday, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi held talks with the Hungarian Prime Minister, which covered means of fostering the bilateral relations and a number of international issues of mutual concern. After the talk, the President and the visiting Hungarian Premier witnessed the signing of a number of cooperation agreements in the fields of military cooperation, transportation, aviation services, media production, and trade. Heading a high-ranking official delegation and representatives from major companies, Orban attended the inauguration of meetings of the Egyptian-Hungarian Business Forum. The search zone for the crashed Egypt Air jet has been narrowed to 2 kilometers from 5 kilometers after a vessel picked up a signal from one of the black boxes. A search team zeroed in on the flight recorder France Transport Minister Alain Vedville said that it would be about 8 days before the black box of flight MS-804 would be recovered from the seabed. Locating the black boxes is crucial to understanding why the Airbus A320 plummeted into the Mediterranean en route from Paris to Cairo on May 19th and killing all 66 people on board. Global airlines expect to agree by year and best way of ensuring faster recovery of data from the flight recorders, which might help shed the light on disasters such as the disappearance of Egypt Air MS-804. And for the second consecutive day, Rafah border crossing remained open on Thursday to allow the movement of patients, students and humanitarian cases between Egypt and Gaza Strip. President al-Sisi has approved a decree to open the border crossing on Wednesday and also on Thursday, as well as the 4th and the 5th of June, to ease the sufferings of the Palestinian people ahead of the holy month of Ramadan. The Egyptian Radio and Television Union launched on Thursday a new channel called Maspiru Zaman. The channel broadcasts the old production in black and white, including soccer games, songs, and drama. And the Syrian monitoring group and a first responders team say new airstrikes on the rebel-held part